Hi everyone, this is my second video post and my response to prompt number 5, should culturally and linguistically diverse parents engage politically in school communities? In week 3, we talked about if democracy was achievable for bicultural families, and I think that this question kind of delves deeper into that. So yes, democracy is achievable for them. How is it achievable? By engaging politically with the school community. This is something that I've been exploring more with the case study assignment, so I've done a little bit of research and I've been observing more on my school campus, which has been really eye-opening. I think that schools and school communities need to make their mission to serve all families in the population. The only way to do that is to provide opportunities for the linguistically and culturally diverse parents to engage with the school. They need to be a part of the decisions, they need to be a part of the implementation, they need to have their voices heard. That's the only way that schools are going to serve the families of all of their students. So the issue arises because a lot of the things that we've been talking about, a lot of the barriers come into play as far as getting parents onto campus, getting them involved. They probably don't know how, they might not speak the language, maybe they work multiple jobs. All of those things that we've been talking about throughout the course really come into play. So I think it is also the responsibility of the school to try and remove as many of those barriers as possible. This could be something as simple as having translators during meetings and conferences, having multiple times available for parents to come in. Perhaps their work schedule conflicts with the one evening of a meeting, but if you provide more of like an open time frame or have multiple dates, maybe more parents could come. I think the biggest reason though is that parents don't know how, especially when they come from another country and they speak another language. They might not know what it means to be politically engaged and what their rights are and what their freedoms are as far as what they can actually do or what's appropriate. Chapter 10 of the textbook discusses an organization called Los Padres, which aims to encourage parents to be civically engaged. I think this is awesome. I think it's something that every school could benefit from, especially my school in a Title I district, a big urban city, lots of immigrants, lots of refugees. This is something that would be amazing for my school. So this is a community-based organization. It's not something that the school directly provides, but it's still important to support democracy and political engagement in the school. The authors state that providing such opportunities can potentially enable immigrant parents to support their own children's education, provide valuable services to the school as a whole, contribute the knowledge and insight necessary for culturally responsive pedagogy and policy, and develop skills for effective political participation. I can't think of any school leader, any teacher, any student or parent that wouldn't want that for their school and for their school community. Until we see more culturally and linguistically diverse families engaged on the front lines of education, I think that unfortunately they will always be at a disadvantage. The only way for anything to change is for them to have their voices heard and for those decisions to be implemented with them in mind. So I think it's, again, incredibly important that they're involved on those big decisions and have their input recognized. So it's up to the school to provide those opportunities, but it's also the responsibility of the school and the community to remove the barriers of those opportunities so that it's more equitable for those diverse families to come and make that happen. I think taking it a step further would be working with an organization similar to Los Padres, a kind of parental involvement, politically, civically engaged organization so that parents know what they can do and what they should be doing. I'm looking forward to hearing your responses and sharing your thoughts. I hope you have a great weekend.